Some mornings when you're taking in the sunrise and it's just crisp enough to make you feel cold, you've got that feeling, today's the day.
Growing Deer TV is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Also by Reconics, Trophy Rock, Gallagher, Muddy Outdoors, Eagle Seed, Nikon, Winchester Ammunition, Redneck Hunting Blinds, Derby City Turkey Calls, Dead Downwind, Ansman, and Antler Dirt.
The afternoon of Wednesday the 19th, Adam and I went to Redneck Blind at Big Boom, where we've got milo and wheat. Just wanted to see if the big bucks are on a feeding pattern before dark. We had several doe groups come out and feed in both the wheat and milo, but it was going to get better. About 10 minutes before dark, I noticed one of the mature does studying a wood line.
Here comes a deer. That's a good buck, good buck, good buck, good buck. Good buck.
And sure enough, funky main beam 10 come out of the woods.
Good buck.
Now, most of y'all know I'm a scientist and I have trouble coming up with creative names for bucks, so I just name them however they look, and you'll notice this deer has a messed up left main beam.
67 yards. Where's my gun go?
He never closed the gap more than 70 yards, so there's no shot opportunity, but he gave me the exact information I was seeking. Does and mature bucks can be found near a good food source. Using that information and based on the weatherman's forecast that there'd be a little cold front rolling through on the night of the 20th, Adam and I were ready to go on the morning of the 21st. We selected a stand that was closer to a bedding area but had several mature white oaks leading to the same food plot where we saw a funky left beam. It was a transition area coming out of food plot down to the bedding area. We could slip in the back door and have a good morning.
October 21st, the first frost has occurred at the Proving Grounds this fall. Frost in the bottom about 28 degrees, mid-30s up here on the ridge. Tells you how strong the thermals are. Let's see if we picked the right stand, because no doubt deer are going to be moving this morning.
Early on, I saw a doe moving in the opposite direction of the food cover pattern I was anticipating. When I see such movement, especially by a single deer, it tells me the rut's getting close and we're getting that antsy movement caused by hormones and searching for a date. At about 9 o'clock, I just caught the glimpse of what appeared to be a mature buck, and I didn't see any indication he was going to turn around, so I rapidly reached for the grunt call and hit it one time just to get his attention. At the sound of the grunt, the buck went uphill behind thick cover where we couldn't see him, and I didn't know if he kept going or if he's still in the neighborhood. The buck then proceeded back downhill where we first saw him, made a scrape, did some thrashing. I grunted a time or two, and he accepted the challenge.
I'm gonna take him if he comes in. Clean 12, come into the grunt call. Whew, it was awesome. Scraping and rubbing over there, mad as a hornet. Circled around. Right there, 5 yards, lean 12. He turned a little bit so I could get through and get both lungs. Arrow's laying right down there, total penetration. Should be a good blood trail. Yeah, it's good.
The hunt couldn't get any better because Clean 12 went about 70 yards and expired right in the road. October 21st, and it's the first frosty morning we've had at the Proving Grounds this year. Knew it was going to be a great morning. Adam and I selected a stand right on the edge of a bedding area with some mature oaks kind of in the transition zone. Rubs in the area, sign where deer been feeding, perfect setup, resulting in a perfect hunt. I'm often asked what's the best way to predict daytime activity of mature bucks, and I always respond, changing weather or weather fronts. I realize none of us can plan our vacation days or hunting 4 states away based on passing weather fronts. But if you have the opportunity to hunt locally and you have the choice between first of the week when the weather's calm and later in the week when a front's gonna pass, take your days when that front's passing. That's your best indicator that deer are gonna be active during daylight hours.
Kind of moved from us. I had it a little bit backlit.
I hope you get out and enjoy creation this week, and I hope a weather front is moving your way soon. Thanks for watching GrowingDeer.tv.